So, hi there, everyone, again. Welcome back to Monday Meetup. We are episode 14. So, that's 14 weeks I've been doing these lovely chats with multiple people in our business community. And today, in our virtual visit, we are meeting with business owners in America, which is so exciting. And so, I'm really excited to hear some stories. We have some first time interviewees on here, which is great. It doesn't mean they're new to the business, just new to the going live, which it's kind of intimidating for some people. I know 14 weeks ago, before I started these, every time I tried to go live, I was shaking in my boots. So it's definitely a little bit of a hurdle and something that we all come across. But it's also an exciting part of this business journey. I wanted to start with that because some people on my page might be watching these and thinking, I can't be an online business owner. I can't go live. I can't do interviews. You don't have to. I've been doing this business for 2 years now, and I've only just started doing these now. You do your business to where you're comfortable with. And if going live isn't your thing, that is totally okay. There's many other ways to get your message across. So I just wanted to start with that because I thought it was a really important point that I could bring up that I haven't sort of mentioned for a while. Anyway, back to my American people here. So we have Evier, Andrew and Wang, and we have Lily, and they're all at different stages of their business. And I can't wait to hear sort of how they got into the business world and how it's going for them. That's what these interviews are all about. It's not so much about the results and the end game. We all know where we're going to, and we all know what we're achieving day by day. But it's more about the people that are doing this business because we are a very close-knit community, given that I've never met these people before. I've chatted to Lily a couple of times, but Andrew and Wang, this is the first time chatting to them just moments before pressing live. So I love that the community brings us together so well. And so I'm going to just do a quick little story of me, just for anyone that hasn't watched one before. I am a stay-at-home mum to 2 kids. So Sienna will be 3.5. Jack's about 13 months and ever so close to walking. First steps have been made, but he's just not quite walking. So very exciting in our house and lots of tears and tantrums, but we're going well. I have always wanted to be a stay-at-home mum. My mum was a stay-at-home mum, so that's what I knew. I didn't know the working mum life. That wasn't what I knew. And so I always wanted to be able to stay home with my kids. I just didn't know whether that was going to be my reality or not long term. So we started off that way. After my maternity leave, I was home with the kids. I did a little bit of casual serving just for a little bit of a sanity break for myself. But now I'm full-time stay-at-home mom. I'm not doing any work aside from the business. It's been going great for me. I love that I can give my kids that time. And I love that this business allows me to do that. I managed to do it just in the after hours. I put the kids to bed and now I'm down here doing my work and I love it. Other than that, family-wise, we live in a small town in northern Alberta. My husband's a police officer, so we're set to move every few years. So I wanted something that I could do, that I could take with me. I didn't have a career that I was going to pick up at each place because you never know where you're going to be. And I didn't want to have something where I had to have customers follow me around and get new customers at each place. And I didn't want to apply for new jobs at each place because they were going to be the minimum wage, have to work my way up, and then we move again. So I'm so blessed to find this business that just up and goes with me everywhere. Anyway, I've already reached my cap of time. Otherwise, I'm eating into all their precious time. So we're going to start straight up with Evier, and I'm looking forward to hearing about your journey so far. Don't forget to come off mute. There you go.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for having me here. Well, my name is Ibiri Nicholas. I'm a registered nurse by profession. I'm a mother of 3 kids. Today is my daughter's birthday. And also, I'm a digital business owner.
How old are your kids?
Oh, my first daughter is 18 today. My son is 16, and my little one is 14.
Oh, nice. Nice. And how long have you been doing the business for?
Okay, I started this business 2019 December, and it has been a great one because one of the reasons that brought me to this business is because of my children. I have to be honest. You know, as a nurse, or everybody believes that when you're in the healthcare profession, you make a lot of money. You know, that's what everybody believes. And me too, I have that belief. And apart from the money, I love to help people. But the truth is, working in the healthcare field is good, but at the same time, I don't have no time with my children. I have to be honest about that. Most times, I have to pick an extra job, so I don't even work one job. I do my full-time job, and at the same time, I still have another job that I have to go to because I need a balance. I need income. I need good money. So in order for me to make such money, I need to work those overtime. And by so doing, I've missed a lot of milestones in my children's life. I'm going to be honest. Most times, I can't even go for my children's game. I feel so ashamed of myself. I can't even go for my children's game. Not that I don't want to go, but the truth is, I need extra money. So if I have to go for their games, it means the family will be suffering. My husband works, but still the income is not enough because as an immigrant, I still have parents back home. I have brothers and sisters. And in my culture, we still support our family back home. So it's tough. So I knew working one job is not going to help me. So that was why I picked another job. But in the process, even as working two jobs, I can't even have time for myself, my children, my marriage, my family. I don't have the time. And the worst is, no matter what I do, I still depend on my manager because they can decide to say, hey, you live in the job today. So you can't even say because you have the job, this is your job, because anything can happen any day and you can be fired. And also, I live on their mercies because if I need to travel, I need them to tell me, okay, we are giving you this opportunity to travel, because if they don't allow me to travel, I can do nothing. And most times I can't even go see my family, and that breaks my heart because I am a family person. I love my family. I know we can talk through the phone, but that is not enough. So in the process, I was like getting so tired. Then what struck me was a day my son, that is 16, called me and said, Mommy, we haven't seen you in a long time. I felt so terrible. It's not that I'm not staying in the house. I sleep in the house for heaven's sake. Well, when I have to go to my job in the morning, by the time I get back from job, they're sleeping or they're about to sleep. So I don't really spend much time with them. And I feel so troubled in my heart. And that was what made me to search for a business. But the truth is, I don't like to sell things. I'm sorry, I don't like to sell things. I don't like to bug people. So I was actually looking for something I can do without bugging people, without selling things, without calling people. In the process, I found this business. And to the glory of God, I'm going to be honest, this has been the best thing that happened to me. I no more work two jobs. Yeah. I no more work two jobs. I still more with my kids now because I just have to work my one job. And with this business, I've been able to go for two vacations in 2020. And that was something we never did before. And also, I'm planning another one in this February. So I'm so
Awesome.
excited. Yes, it's been a great one.
That's so good. I totally hear
Yes.
you about family, and like you've got older kids than me. So imagine if this business was in your life when they were young and you had their younger years back. Like I can just imagine how you can reflect on that now. But my family's in Australia. Happy Australia Day, Australians watching right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm from Australia. My family's all in Australia. I'm homesick most days at the moment just because I know I can't get there. It doesn't matter if I want to, like I just can't get there. So, it makes it so much harder. So I definitely hear you about that. Well, thank you for sharing. Where is home? Sorry, I might have missed it. Where is your family? What's your background?
Nigeria. My family's
Nigeria.
in Nigeria. Mhm.
Okay, I think I missed it. I think you did mention that. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for sharing. I'll let you go back on mute because we do have that little bit of feedback. And I'm going to hear from Andrew and Wayne next. So, looking forward to hearing your story. I love when couples come on.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, good evening. First of all, we would like to thank Sherry for this wonderful opportunity. I mean, it's our first time for this interview session, but we welcome this opportunity. For us, I'm by profession. I'm a physical therapist. I work in the patient's home care physical therapist. So every day I drive a lot. But I like being a home care therapist because it allows me to, schedule my patients in, however I want to see them, like what particular time. So that kind of gives me like, in a way, a little bit of freedom compared to working in a hospital setting or in a skilled nursing, facility. So this is my husband, Andrew.
Hi. So I also work as an arrhythmia technician in a cardiology clinic. It's affiliated with an Adventist hospital. It's a big hospital here in Florida. So I work at the clinic and we serve the patients who go there, especially those patients who have heart issues, irregular heartbeats. So we interrogate them and I help in the interrogation. I don't interrogate yet because I'm still on training. So the pacemaker reps, those who have the certification do the interrogation, and um, we help them when they go to the clinic and make sure that they have the schedule when they go there every 6 months. So I I interact with the patients.
Right.
every day.
And we have a 15-year-old son. He's a sophomore now in high school here in our county. So we love our jobs, but we are also grateful because we are given this opportunity to do this digital business that we have. Early last year, this business was introduced to us by a very good friend who happens to be in the same profession as I am. He's also a therapist. So he was the one who opened our doors to embrace this business that we have now. Um, we like it because, since our son is, preparing himself to go to college
So in 2 years.
in 2 years. So we feel like we need something like to supplement our income, right? Last year too, a lot of changes going on in the healthcare industry, and like for a time I got scared, if I'm gonna be affected. But God is good because I still have my job. But then it opened my eyes that anything can happen. So when this business was shared to me, I embrace that, that blessing, that opportunity. And, even if I don't know anything about business, but we are just embracing, that possibility of, growing and learning and what's in this business that we can get, what blessings can it provide us, not just for us, but our family. Like a beer, we are also helping our parents back home in
Back
the
home.
Philippines.
It's true.
We're originally from the Philippines. So every month, we would share something of our earnings here, in the US. So like sharing our blessings to them. And I feel like if we're going to be doing this business, it would somehow help us financially. So we'll be able to, help not just ourselves, but also helping others. And then I realized too one thing that, the community is so inspiring, so amazing. And, every single day I learned, inspiring stories in their journey. And it's like, what a blessing it is to have a business such as this one, wherein everybody is just uplifting each other and everybody is just helping, you know, uh, that, everyone will just rise up and be successful. We don't know our journey, how long will it take us, but we are positive that, with faith and courage and determination, we are positive that God will take us to where He wants to lead us. And, we're grateful for that.
And if I may add, there is also another reason. We are also involved in a community, in a family ministry
Here, yeah.
here in our community,
In our
in
county.
our county. And we have some activities for the youth. We are the couple coordinators for the youth.
Yes.
So our goal is someday we will be able to help them financially
Yeah. To share.
and to share the
Something.
blessings.
Yeah,
and
something that we can help.
and have the youth. We also have a program where we send money to those people in the Philippines who don't have the capacity, the financial capacity to support them to go to school.
Yes.
So we're also looking into that.
Yeah, so it's truly a blessing, and I know that Abier and Lily and Shiri can relate to that. So in this kind of business that we have, it's not just helping ourselves, but we are also given the ability and the opportunity to serve others and to help others, and that's one thing that I find valuable in this business. That's why we're like so embracing and so passionate with doing it, and hopefully being able to to share it to others who has the same eyes as us, like what we see in the business that we have.
That's awesome. I love that you don't have just the vision for yourself. You've got such a wide vision of who you can help with this, and that's so true. And we've seen it like in the community. We've seen the stories of how people have been able to help their families. People have been able to help beyond that, and like you said, just inspiring stories every day. And you know what? We're all getting there. We are all working our way up, and that's what we're going to keep doing until we. There is no top with this, so we're just going to keep working up, right? Well, thanks for sharing. It was so great having you guys on, and I love your professions too. Like we find that there's so many people from healthcare backgrounds, nursing backgrounds doing this. One, because they do work themselves ragged, and this is a way that they can stop doing that so much. But also they get to they come from a helping nature, so it's natural for them to enjoy this business as opposed to a sales-based business, direct sales-based business, because that's not necessarily helping others, that's more helping yourself, whereas this is helping others along the way. So it totally makes sense that they embrace this business model for sure. Alrighty, let's finish up with Lily and hear your story.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching tonight. Thank you, Sheri, for inviting me to this interview. I'm really excited to be here and share my story. So my name is Lily, as you all can see. I'm originally from Ethiopia. I immigrated to the United States when I was maybe 13. I was pretty young. I went to high school here and then went to Canada for university, stayed there for a few years, and then moved back to the States. I live here with my husband and 2 kids. I have a 4-year-old and 1-year-old. She's going to be 2 soon. So busy mom. Before this business, I was in the financial industry. I was a bank manager, and I worked in that industry for 11 years. So it was a rewarding career. I loved what I did. I'm very much interested in finance and helping others, educate them with financial literacy and stuff like that. So it was something I really, truly enjoyed. But as my family grew and I started having kids and everything, my priorities changed. So that was the point where I started looking for something else other than, the 9 to 5. Because I was working long hours, I managed multiple locations. So my hours were pretty long. Started like 7 a.m. in the morning and then finished off at 6 p.m. So with little kids, by the time I get home and, bathe them and put them to sleep, it's really a couple of hours I get with them every single day, which is not good enough for me. So I was looking for, any business opportunity out there, not necessarily online because I don't have, any experience. And I didn't really know where to begin as far as online business. So I was looking more into traditional business. But traditional business could be like demanding, you have to physically be there to run it, and which is extremely long hours when you start off, before you get to the point where you're turning good profit and hire somebody to run it for you. So that was just not a good fit for me at the time. And just during my search, I came across this business. It was actually shared with me from one of my good friends. So she saw an ad online and looked into this business and really liked it and started it. So she was excited to tell me that she started a business, and I was like, what are you talking about? You don't start a business just like that. Like, this is too easy. So I was very like, interested in finding out what she did. So that's pretty much how I learned about this business. And I, watched the 90-minute workshop, and I was really interested in the information that was presented on there, the business model and everything. And then, of course, I listened to testimonials at the end of the workshop, which is, it was mind blowing to me at that point. So I said, you know what, let me just look further and see what this is all about. And yeah, so that's how my journey began. I jumped on right away because I was really looking for something, like I really wanted to get started. I didn't mention that I was 9 months pregnant with the second baby during all this. Yeah, so very close to delivery day, I started the business. So I always say my business and my baby were born at the same time. They were 5 days apart. So yeah, I was really excited. It was, of course, scary because, new baby coming, a toddler at home, and then now I'm thinking about starting a business. But if it doesn't scare you, it's not good enough, right? So I knew what I found was just amazing, and I never seen anything like it before. So I wasn't just gonna, let it go. So I committed, I started it, and I said, I'm gonna work hard and make this business work for my, family. For when I started, it was sort of like a 5-year plan. But to my surprise, things changed quicker than I expected. So 7 months into the business, I actually transitioned into being a full-time stay-at-home mom and, digital business owner, no more job. So yeah, I was really surprised by, the results I saw, and the fact that I was able to replace my income and actually, be home with my kids, which is the reason I wanted to start this business. Raising my first daughter was tough because I was away, at work. I worked on weekends as well, and a babysitter pretty much raised her. And it's completely different with my second one because I'm home. I never missed a beat, and I'm there for her, through the whole, like, different hitting milestones and first word, crawling, walking. I watched it all. I didn't get to experience all that with my first daughter, but I'm glad and really thankful for this business for allowing me to be here for my kids. So yeah, that's pretty much my story.
That's awesome. I'm glad you were there for your second as well. That's when you're seeing those milestones, and for me, I just hope they happen when my hubby's home because he does the shift work. So, I just hope that, if it's something that's going to be important, that he's home to see it as well. So I'm not just relaying the information like this happened today. But yeah, there was one thing I wanted to bring up because this is something that you said before, that you just didn't want to let it go. You saw such amazing things that you knew that this was such a golden ticket. You didn't want to let it go. I think that to myself every single day. And I just think, how can, when you see people and you just want to almost shake them and be like, just look at this, it's amazing. Some days it feels like that because you know what, we're not, we don't come from an approach that we're trying to force things. We're not trying to build, harass people about this. That's not what we're taught. That's not how we're trained. We do a much more subtle approach. We bring people in or show people it in a lot more subtle way. But I have family and friends, and I came because I didn't want to, like Ebia said, I did not want to bug my family and friends about this, and I haven't. But there's some people that I know would be amazing at this, or just it would be very suitable to their lifestyle, and I just want to shake them sometimes and be like, just look at it, just give it 5 minutes. But I don't. That's up to them to come forward to me. So, but I will reiterate, it is such an amazing thing to look at, and it only takes 90 minutes to check out the webinar. it gives you all the information to at least know whether it's something you want to pursue or not, because you can get a great vibe from that 90 minutes. I know I don't know whether my husband can hear me right now, but so when I watched the 90 minutes, I was like all in, except for the fact that all our accounts are joint, and I knew he was going to be skeptical, and I just didn't even know how to tell him that I wanted to look into it further. I didn't even know how to. So I did it all behind his back. And then I almost wanted to start a business behind his back, but I knew that was actually impossible. So I didn't. But I was nervous because it's online business can be, it has that vibe by so many people that everything's bad and evil and whatever. It's not. There's so many good things out there, and this is one of them. So anyway, we're tapped out where I said I didn't really want to go much further than. We're at the 25-minute mark. I've had some great story shares tonight. I'm really excited that you guys all came on. Well done on your first interviews. You could not even tell. I think I talk a lot worse than you guys do, so well done. And I hope it leads to many more. I would love to do interviews on your pages one day too. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Australia Day, as I said. And let's all enjoy the rest of our evenings. So bye for now.